Hello and welcome to my new space program. We're calling it the HSP Harrison Space Program because we're gonna conquer the solar system, and yeah, that's what the company's gonna be. We're going to this episode. We're going to Midness, I think. I'm doing this right now. I'm pretty sure we're going to Midness. So we're going to be going to Midness, and soon we're going to conquer the entire solar system and make a kingdom, a galactic empire, like a solar empire, I guess, actually. I'm a complete idiot. So let's get started. So we're going to start with launch 1 of like 2 billion, I think. I actually forgot how many launches we have. So this is just a simple science launch, I guess, with the mystery thingy, and we're just gonna use a simple solid rocket booster to actually lift off and just glide into the ocean for our first launch and first successful launch of HSP. Yeah, I know. It's very climactic. You never know, like, what, is it gonna blow up? No. Maybe. Yeah, I actually don't know. But here's the first landing. I'm probably gonna cut half this out, but maybe, I don't know. There's our first, should be landing soon. I have no idea where I left all this stuff in here. This video's like 20 minutes, I think. And it's like 2:30 as of recording this. And oh, look at the science. 20 science. That's literally like enough for one thing. No, never mind. Okay, so we got basic rocketry and engineering 101, which give us some useful parts, but I don't think we only use the thermometer in our next rocket, which is, I actually named all these just tests, since literally all these rockets are tests and science experiments. So I actually forgot to rename this one, but here's launch 2. We did some EVA reports and stuff for more science. So here we go. It's just another boring launch. I think something actually happens, but you never know. So we seem to be spiraling out of control. That's not much of a problem here, as you can see what happens. It is a problem. So as you can see, our launch did not fail. It just he disappeared into the ocean. He became water, but he's back. We revived him, and we're back at launch 2.5. Since the other one, I guess is a success. So he disappeared, and this one actually kind of spirals out of control. But I learned not to let the rocket just sit there, so we actually don't die. I mean, disappear. We got our second successful launch. Wings exploded, but I mean, it's not much of a problem. We don't need them in the water. And there we go, 25 science. I think we get survivability here, which gives us 2 heat shields, some radiators, and a new science equipment thing. So this is a new rocket. It's actually a way different engine. It's a bit taller and has a new science unit on it. For altitude test 2, our newest rocket, launch 3. This one actually goes way higher than the other ones. This engine is more efficient than the solid rocket booster that we just strap to the rocket. Also, it's a decoupler, so we don't just bring that dead weight of the solid rocket booster. We almost leave the atmosphere, but we barely have not enough thrust, I guess, if you say it like that. I actually don't know how much we got, but we added a drag chute since we're entering from a way steeper angle than the other rockets. tests, I guess. We got 20 science that mission, which isn't even that much. I think we do basic science, which has some batteries for longer times in space, I guess. If we're gonna... Oh, we actually don't get this one. We don't have enough science, so we're getting stability with the nose cone for the solid rocket boosters, and some better wings that aren't pieces of aluminum, I guess. Oh, this has detachable solid rocket boosters on the sides. It's for launch number 4, I'm pretty sure. I think this one actually leaves the atmosphere this time. It goes about like 100 kilometers, I think. I actually have no idea. Launch 4. This one we go straight up because we're not really going for orbit right now. We're just getting as high as possible for maximum science. I also did some stupid thing. I accidentally set the science rewards to 50% instead of like 100. Later in this video, I don't think it's on screen, but I changed it to like 80% since I was literally not getting anything. But I mean, at least we have to work harder. Not that much harder, but still work harder. Here's our, I think this is the 5th launch we landed. Yeah, it didn't even show the science, but we have 48 now, and we get basic science, which has batteries, the science junior unit, which is pretty good when it comes to science, because it's called the science junior, yeah, I know. But, we seem to be like almost 7 minutes into the video. So, I colored that fuel tank at the bottom because we're going to save that fuel for slowing down before we re-enter the atmosphere. But as you can see, during the launch, we don't... Oh yeah, this is also called Space Test 2 for launch number 5. No, we actually just used that bottom tank because we're trying to leave the atmosphere. I don't think we even did. Actually, I think we did. I have no idea. Oh, we're going north. So we went north to get the highlands biome. I think we tried to get mountains, but I'm horrible at this game. So we just went straight north, got an EVA. Didn't leave the atmosphere because we weren't trying. We detached and we land somewhere over there. Oh, I think we got bigger fuel tanks for a new thing, and I tried redesigning this rocket, it wouldn't work, so we just made a whole new thing. I think we destroyed the bottom stage and just added different fuel tanks. I think it actually is like 20% more fuel than the last version, which I don't think changes anything. We put landing legs on this one because we were attaching the Science Junior to the main capsule, so we can actually bring it down to the biome we land in. I'm pretty sure we went to the mountains or the grasslands because we go north, west, I'm pretty sure, northwest or northeast. So we got another EVA, we actually leave the atmosphere this time. So I didn't even have flames that time. And we do all that stuff. Added drogue chutes, I don't think we even needed them. Actually maybe, since we had the whole Science Junior in the bottom of our craft. And one of our landing gears actually exploded, I guess. Didn't do anything. 50 science. I did not even see what we just unlocked. I'm pretty sure it was science, no. Oh no, it was the bigger fuel tanks and the engine upgrades, which actually will what you literally need to get into orbit, unless you strap 4,000 fuel tanks to a rocket. The Terrier engine is amazing for orbital small rockets in science. So try to get that as quick as possible in your science playthrough, I guess. Here's launch 7. I think this is our attempt at an orbital launch, or getting into orbit. Because we Yeah, I'm 90% sure this is orbit. Yeah, this is the orbit attempt, which actually, I think, succeeds. Forgot to mute the audio in this clip, so you just hear Terrier engine firing. And the first spacewalk in orbit. What an achievement, I guess. So you got, I think we orbit like 2 times. Here we, just to get more science, we stop over the desert and do some EVA things since it gives you different results. And then, when we deorbit, we deorbit before the desert so we can land in the desert, you know, there's a view of the KSC. Or the, yeah, I guess. And we do this so we can land in the desert and can do surface samples and other result science, I guess. It's not even that smart, people do this all the time. Just to maximize science. But, like, all my science reports we already did from our space tests, so I didn't even get much science. I got 23 science. The only science I really got from the desert. And here, this looks like a bomb. I don't know why it's strapped 4 of those boosters on. Here we skipped the daytime, but I think I skipped this launch to change, and here's launch 8. It's launch at nighttime, because I never launch at nighttime. So here's the nighttime launch, looks like a meteor. We went up, and I did this other strategy of not curving all the way and saving fuel in the first stage, I guess. And using that. I think this is a MUN flyby attempt. I used a backup scientist because I'm a moron. I used a backup scientist. I was going to see if I could send him with the MUN and transmit science back. Here's maneuver mode, but we're like 20 delta V off, so we couldn't actually get it to the moon, or the MUN. Which kind of sucks, but I mean... Oh yeah, also, I think we're stuck in space. But, as you can see, I'm a smart guy, as you can see in a little bit. So I did all the science. I realized, oh no, I have no fuel. Let's detach, and hopefully it will deorbit us with all that power. So I did 4 times time warp to get the maximum speed, and we didn't deorbit. But here is the smart guy. We rammed a curveball into the pod, which slowed it down like way too much, where we actually were able to re-enter right here. That actually took like 4 laps since we couldn't slow down, but and we splashed down. Took like 2 days, and we got 82 science from that mission. Just for like a failed, technically it was a failed mission. Still got a ton of science. So I think we unlock electrics, which actually gives us solar panels so we can actually do a Minmus mission, which is up next. Here's our Minmus rocket. It's the biggest rocket we've made yet. And instead of putting them external, we put all the science units internally, and I put them on an action group for the first time, like 4 launches. So I could actually just do everything instantly. There's our solar panels, batteries, and I actually added radiators just for the aesthetic. I don't know why, they don't even do anything, like we won't explode. And I added an antenna, and then an antenna right there so we can keep connection when we have a scientist on board. Shorten the first stage. This is kind of cheating, but I clipped it kind of in so we weren't so tall. And then I made that stage, and then made a wider first stage, just so we can have more fuel, and added the 4 boosters, and I think that's our rocket. The Minmus 1 rocket. There's the action group stuff. Changed it to 1 science unit since we don't need to, because we got a scientist on board. So here we go. Launch 9, the final launch of this episode, I guess. I don't know why I put this music on, just because it's funny, I guess. I don't know. Dream's also a cheater, by the way, so just don't watch his videos, guys. If you do, I feel bad for you. But here's our first stage detaching. It'll lift us most of the way into orbit, I guess. I mean, to the sky, I guess. Or into space, I guess. I said I guess too much. Here's our upper stage. We had to point up a bit since we weren't accelerating in the right direction. We were going down a bit. So we had to orbit. we still have our first stage. So we deploy our radiators to look cool, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know why I put those on there. And then we go up in orbit, raise our orbit to Minmus. Alright, pause some of the batteries so we don't run out on the way to Minmus, even though we have solar panels. Actually, I don't even think I paused them, I was just monitoring them. Here's our super long burn, only Terrier engines. So Minmus missions, I think I packed like way too much. I had 700 left, 700 Delta V left when I was re-entering. Spoiler alert, this is a successful mission. But here we are, we're getting to Minmus. The orbit glitches out in time warp a lot. So I had to do a bunch of weird crap. And whoa! There's Minmus. It's a big mint ice cream, I guess. I don't know, that's what people call it. This was the easiest moon to land on in the entire Kerbal system. That's probably because it has super low gravity and has the huge flats there. So we deployed the antenna for the first time this entire mission. Here we are getting close to the landing. I actually almost crashed because I was time warping too fast because I was too impatient, but we ended up landing in the end. Bob's very excited to land, obviously. He's been in that capsule for 10 days. Finally gets gravity, I guess. And we're landed! First Kerbal to land on anything other than Kerbin, I guess. We did a ton of science. I did skip all this. I named that flag Captured Minmus. Because on PlayStation, you know, the text doesn't load. So you got like one frame of it. Here's our return. I recorded some of the science, I guess. And here we are returning. It's not even that hard to get into an orbit around Minmus. Once we did circularize, I had to do like 2 different changes to make us equatorial, since we landed like way off. It's a quick save, just because I actually did not know the angle I was supposed to go at, but I managed to get it first try. And as you can see, we have like 680 Delta V left. I accidentally wiped one of the mystery goo things on the way, so that's why I did that. Right above Minmus, because I wiped it on the surface accidentally. So that's what make up. Here's me just wasting all the fuel, so you can just slow down a bunch. We got like way too close from that. I think we would die if that was real life. But this is Kerbal Space Program, a 9-year-old game, I think. Heat shield did not even get touched, because when we circled like 4 times on that failed mission, we literally like had 50 ablator left, but now we had like 150. But here we are landing, first Kerbal to make it to a different celestial object and come back to Kerbin. 17-day mission, 530 science earned, which gives us a ton of crap. I think we get not heavy rocketry, we don't need that yet. I don't know why we didn't get that. So first we get advanced electrics for the deployable solar panels and bigger batteries. I don't know why it takes so long. Precision engineering, we don't get that. We get space exploration. We get flight control and advanced flight control, so I can get the bigger reaction wheels. We get aviation and general construction. And that's all we get. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Didn't actually take that long to make, but thank you guys for actually watching my videos. With 30 subscribers, I put a lot of effort to my videos, obviously. So I hope you have a happy 2021. I'm literally recording this at 2:40 a.m. of January 1st. So goodbye guys. I'll see you in another video. I actually haven't even released this clip yet, so bye.